Hello, hi, I'm Patricia McNeely. I am an illumined Blu-ray twin flame from Chicago, Illinois. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Expansion of Love, Calling All Mermaids. So if you know that you've had lives in Lemuria, Atlantis, Mu, which was the name of the continent for the civilization of Lemuria, ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, ancient Greece, the Mayan civilization, the Incan civilization. You're going to want this webinar because this one is going to address a lot of things from those times, all of those timelines. And some of those go way back. So that's why I'm saying calling all mermaids. So what this is about, you will find out, and you'll be able to, through this webinar, erase the past. You are erasing the past, and along with it, becoming alive again. And what does this entail? Well, this is expanding your cosmic heart, which is only possible from the inside and through certain movements. And I want to let you know, yoga addresses 7 chakras. Yoga is something that we developed, yes, in one of these past cultures to help the human body. A lot of you are past that point now, and a lot of you were actually born with more than 7 chakras open and available. And a lot of them are on the inside. How do you access that? How do you really do this? And that's what this webinar is about. It is about erasing the past and getting moving. Now, from May 30th until July 15th. And July 15th is a huge point in time. It's in the future right now, but it's going to be huge. It is going to be a much more grand scale awakening. And you want to be ready for it. A lot of you have very diligently been getting yourself ready. A lot of you really haven't believed that some of the wishes of your heart are going to come true. But I want to say something to you. Spirit doesn't work in a human way. In a human way, you say, show me and then I'll believe it. In a spiritual way, you have to actually create it for it to show up. And it's through the wish of your heart. And some of those wishes are as simple as, I wish my twin would call me, or I wish my twin would let go of this or that, or I wish we would stop having interference from the family, or I wish the children would stop pushing all our buttons. I don't know where our love bubble went. And those are very real, simple wishes. That's all of your universal karmic stuff. That's what this addresses. Erasing the past and moving forward. So this time period from the end of May till mid-July is going to be a very physical time. Well, it's going to be physical unions, reunions, homecomings, and living togethers, getting togethers, seeing each other. It's different for different people. There is no cookie cutter approach to this. And if you're focusing on what you don't have, you're not focusing on what you have. And what you have are all of the proper connections on the inside. Find out about it. Because the other physical parts of this are going to be all the dense, dark frustration, the injury, and the dark control will be removed from the heart. And some people are already feeling this. I feel that I'm getting this webinar out just in time to start helping some people alleviate the physical, uncomfortable, and sometimes painful symptoms of this. It's still going to be stuff in the heart, the liver, the eyes, the lungs, and several other parts. So how do you, when you're with your twin, how do you stop the fighting and get rid of old relationship patterns? You could try therapy. That's going to take quite a bit of linear time still. Or you can quantum jump yourself and start getting it done through my tools. So if you don't want things to get down to fighting, arguing, cajoling, some of the same old stuff, and you want to simply get back to getting reacquainted, feeling each other, having your bliss, having your love bubble, I do suggest that you get this. Now, all of these things will be removed from the heart for people that participate in this webinar. It's a recording. It's available 24/7. You don't have to get on a plane. It is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender friendly, as well as for heterosexual couples. And it is something that is usable for everyone. You can do it at your own pace. And it is very affordable by what I see out there. I don't see everything. I make it a point not to, because I'm here just to deliver my message. My message is get your body ready so you can easily release stuff and flow together. Get rid of the emotional baggage, the karmic residue. Get rid of a lot of the situations that have been plaguing your union for good. And we all, not you, we all are going to have 3 months of topsy-turvy. This might feel similar to like when you turn your clothing inside out and you want to put it right side, where you look in and you're going, oh my goodness, the tag's on the outside, it's inside out. And you have to reach in and pull everything the right side. That's what I mean by topsy-turvy. It's going to feel like you might get turned inside out. Your twin might feel like they're getting turned inside out. That is one thing I would like to point out and remind everyone of, is that this is not a one-way street. What your twin is now going through can still affect you, and vice versa. What you are going through, or if you become angry, if you start blaming, catch yourself. Catch your own self, because that will have an effect that feels like something to each of you, and it won't feel nice. Over the next 3 months, we also have 4 major planetary influences, in addition to, yes, the full moons and the new moons. And sometimes it feels like it's going full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon. And there's a reason for that. This is getting quicker and shorter and quicker and shorter, but the linear time is compressed, and that is having an intensity effect on people. People don't like it. People become very confused in these energies. And if you don't know what to do, pause, do nothing. I am available for sessions and clarity for you so that you can get specifics on your union. Please don't doubt, because the doubt starts sending you going wah, 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 wah. And you have to keep your spirits upbeat. So these 4 planetary influences are especially Mars. This is going to be not just action, but control, fighting, arguing, including suicide. Now, I talk about suicide and removing the original root cause of this in my webinar. If there are suicidal tendencies, and I'm talking about the despair, the desolation, the feeling of abandonment, the feeling that you should just check out. There are people that do feel that they've done enough and they want to just cheerfully drive off a bridge. And they just say, you know what, let's just call it a day. I'll just check out. That is no longer an option. So if you're here, you're going to do this. If suicidal and depressing thoughts come up, make sure that you're medically safe and sound. In other words, that there's not some other chemical imbalance or some other thing going on inside your body. But if you feel that it's mostly emotional, and especially if you're not sure where it's coming from, because you are traveling through the fog of the dementia and all of the egoic stuff, and it is depressing. If you or your twin have had tendencies to drink, drugs, smoke, escape in some other ways, this is what the reason that you may be feeling some of this. Or if it's in the family or around you, doesn't have to specifically be you. How do you get rid of it? How do you not have feelings of suicide feel like it affects you ever again? Mercury. The planet of Mercury, this is quick decisions. Now, this can be those things where you say, the building's collapsing, run. And you become like this guy. And you're no longer the hanging man. You are on the run. But with a balance to it, where you're not feeling like running away from everything. Where you are actually, you might be in front of your twin and they're talking and your quick decision is, ooh, I'm going to grab them and kiss them. That's another quick decision. That's that Scorpio energy. That's that red hot passion right there. And it's not for everyone's, consumption. Uranus and Pluto, these are going to be shadows and struggle. Now, I expand on this in my webinar as well. And there is an energetic component to my webinars. There is sort of what I call this gathering in effect, where you feel reconnected. There is a reconnective element to it. You are still the one with the connections on the inside. So while I have all the ingredients, you have all the connections. And you don't have to go through some of these retrogrades fighting. Feel like you're ziplining over stuff. That is the net effect of this, is that when you have these tools, when you participate, even if you don't know, I want to let you know that the Blu-rays have been through this. We are going ahead and we are turning, or at least I'm going ahead. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm going ahead and turning around and saying, do this, do this, do this, do this, and you'll get through it, and it'll be easier. It will take less effort. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of expense. Decide that you're worth it. Decide that you're worth the expense. Decide that if there's something else that maybe you don't need, and you might need this, make that quick decision. And so some of the things that you might not know what to do, and your twin is kind of like this guy, okay? He's standing, I don't know if you can, let me see if you can see that. He's standing on sand, okay? This is what I call the quicksand effect. Have you ever gone to the beach and as the waves come in, little by little you find that you're sort of sinking in, okay? And the other thing that is happening here is that his cosmic heart is pulling all of the old substance, all of the old life, until it is winding down like sands in the hourglass. And you're finding that what he was standing on, as his twin keeps doing some of the work to elevate them, that little by little, all the old stuff falls away, and he has to jump because there's nothing left to stand on. There's no keeping a foot in two worlds. And it's going to be like this for several things. First and foremost, the physical part of the union. The past several months have been spent working on emotion, spirit, ego, so that you can connect spirit to matter. And I have, people that become angry. What I want to let you know is through my readings, many of the counterparts, many of the other twin flame, when I feel into the union, there's been extreme trauma or abuse, or they've been somewhere where there's been a cataclysmic event. And instead of becoming angry, I kind of remembered this. Now, this was a gift. This was given by my sister-in-law. She went to London, and this is Paddington Bear. But Paddington came with a little note that said, please look after. That's your twin. Please look after this bear. Please look after this man on the inside. Or please look after this woman. Look at, she has Albert Einstein hair now. Look at that. She is so frazzled and distracted and feeling confused. She has, look at that. She has all these great ideas and thoughts and inspirations, but she can't seem to gel it together. She can't put it all together. Why? Because they need each other. And that part is coming. I have another analogy for you. I hope you like this one, because part of me has wanted to do this and say, shh, hello, it's time. Please come and collect your twin flame off of the playing field. Clean them up. They are getting dirty. They have not heard the bell. They're hearing it from the inside. Okay? They will begin feeling and hearing. You need to be their anchor. You need to be their stabilizing force. So the other thing I have to show you here is this little diorama that I put together. Okay, which I hope you like. Okay, so we'll just get this out of the way. Okay, quick decisions. Took me a little bit to set this up. So, here we have, whoops. Here we have a lovely couple, and what's he hanging on to? He is hanging on to the old life. He's hanging on to the old dinosaur of life. He's hanging on to a life and a lifestyle that is falling by the wayside. Everything is falling off, just like dinosaurs. I know that some of you may have a recollection of, let's say, the Ice Age and living in caves. And a lot of you don't. And there's reasons for that. That is because many parts of your past have already been archived. You might have glimpses and little gleanings, but a lot of that is going to go away. What is going to begin coming up is trauma, injury, pain, suffering, all kinds of stuff, and it'll come whooshing through. So she is saying to him, look, you're pulling my heart. You're pulling us. I've got everything all set up. Everything's already been reconnected up here. I've placed the footholds. I've known through Patricia's webinars what to do. And please just let go of that old stuff. I'm helping you. I'm helping you from the inside. We're connected. Your back of the heart is connected to my heart. We have parts that we share. Sorry, they kind of came in detached. But not detached for long. They're becoming compassionately detached from everything here on 3D planet Earth, and all of these old dinosaurs are going to fall away so that he stops going backwards into cycles. So these are these retrograde cycles. We're going back in and we're back, and he's able to, he or she, I don't mean to be sexist here, he or she is able to turn and face their twin and have it be light and lovely. So even if you're with your twin, try my webinars. They do help you easily release old patterns, behaviors, erase the past. If you're concerned that you've been in a marriage or your twin's been in a marriage and you don't know what to do, find out through my webinars, because Several of the tools I have address exactly that, which are to find out how do you let go of stopping to think about, this, that, and the other thing, and just focus. Because the key difference for twins is we feel. You can't help but feel when your twin is distracted and pulls away on things. So the other part of what I'm going to let you know is that in addition to this webinar, there are 2 that will accompany it. And those 2 I'm giving a discount on. And there we go. The link will be down below for all 3 of these. This new one, my one from September called Universally Free to Fly. Last September is when we, right around the equinox, we really started to dissolve the ego mind. It is going in earnest now. It's going to continue for a year. So these webinars that you get will actually be helpful for you for months to come. You'll be able to reference them. You'll be able to go back to the tools and the exercises so that you're able to do what I call zip line right through and up and over certain time periods. And your own inner promptings will begin to guide you that tell you, hey, go do this or go look up that. I already have people that report that they're doing that, where they are being prompted through their inner guidance to go find something, go relook at something. And my webinars are designed exactly that way, where as you go through these cycles where it's more subtle, it might be more confusing, you have stuff right there that tells you what to do. You'll probably see other things in it, just like a film. When you see a film and you're like, I never noticed that scene, or I didn't see that part, review it again. And the other one is the Divine Lovers Reconnecting the Cosmic Heart from November. So there is sense to this. This is all going in a very perfect order so that people are able to easily do the thing that they came here to do. So let me just say this. What are you here for? You're here to become lovers. Your mission is to create the third energy. That's it. So I'll be talking much more about mission and abundance in a future one that I'm working on right now. And this is going to go well. I want you to know that throughout all of this, there has been a very much higher love that is helping people get through things. And if you look back, a lot of people are at the point where they're saying, enough already. Don't do that. You will have to say, you know what? I don't know what my life would have been like if I hadn't woken up. Count the things that have made it exciting and appealing to you. We are all having those down, low energy days, and it's a little bit tough to get back up again. Even me. And there's people around you that do need to be cared for. There may be elderly parents. There may be children. And yet, the children themselves, sometimes they're going to know things. And the things that slip out of their mouths, you'll be surprised. So check out on my website. It's going to be posted on my website. The link is below. Erasing the past. That's what you want to focus on now. Because your heart is expanding whether you like it or not. This is going on. This is barreling along. Find out how to erase your past so that things don't keep coming up and you don't get feeling like you're dragged along the bottom here. Find out how to zip line right over. So thanks again for watching. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and check it out. You'll really enjoy it, and it really will have a positive effect on you and your twin flame without you having to do too much heavy lifting. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone who has bought my webinars and subscribed to my videos. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.